Welcome to today's class, Phytogeographical Regions of India. Myself is J. Lavanya, lecturer in botany from Elementary Degree College. Phytogeographical Regions of India is our topic today. First of all, what is phytogeography? Phytogeography is the branch of biogeography that is concerned with the geographical distribution of plant species and their influence on the earth's surface. India is situated north of equator between 80 degree 4 minutes north to 37 degree 6 minutes north latitude and 68 degree 7 minutes to 97 degree 25 minutes east longitude. So this is the geographical position of India on the earth. And coming to the phytogeographical regions of India. The India subcontinent has wide variety of climate ranging from the cold and dry of the western Himalayas, cold and wet of the eastern Himalayas, hot and very dry regions of Rajasthan and part of Punjab and western Uttar Pradesh, hot and less dry regions of eastern Uttar Pradesh, part of Madhya Pradesh and regions of Gujarat, warm and wet regions of Assam, Bengal and western Ghats in Maharashtra and Kerala, warm and semi-wet regions of the West Bengal, Bihar, Orissa and Andhra. So these are of different geographical regions of our India. India may be conveniently be divided into 9 botanical provinces. They are Western Himalayas, Eastern Himalayas, West Indian deserts, Gangetic plains, Assam, Central India, Malabar, the Deccan and the Andaman and Lakshadweep islands. These are the 9 botanical regions of India. So here is the map showing different floristic regions of India. You can observe in map, you can see Western Himalayas, Eastern Himalayas, Assam region, Gangetic plains, Central India and here deserts. Beneath the Central India you can see the Deccan region and in the western region of India you can see the Malabar region and you can see in the picture Andaman Nicobar Islands. So these 9 are the 9 botanical provisions of India. The Western Himalayas. The Western Himalayas extend from central regions of Kumaon to north-west regions of Kashmir. There are 3 zones of vegetation corresponding to the 3 climatic belts. In the Western Himalayas, we can see the 3 climatic belts. First one is sub-mountain region. This zone consists of the Himalayas from about 300 meters to 1500 meters altitude above sea level in the regions of Sivaliks and adjacent areas. Here, the dominant plant species are Shorea robusta, salt trees in high rainfall areas. High rainfall means 1000 mm, 100 centimeters. Next, Delbergia sissu in riverian regions. Eugenia jambolana, Sidrella chuna in moist soils. Acacia catechu in grassy areas and Gigipas kerissa in dry belts. So these are different plant species in the submountain region of the Western Himalayas. So, this submountain region is above the sea level up to 300 meters to 1500 meters altitude. This is about the submountain region of the Western Himalayas. Next, coming to the temperate or mountain zone. So, this zone ranges from 1500 meters to 3000 meters altitude above the sea level. So, temperate or mountain zone is above the submountain zone. So, the dominant plant species are Pinus excelsa, Cedrus deodara, Quercus incana, that means oak trees, and rhododendron campanulatum. So these are the different plant species we can see in the temperate or mountain zone. So third one is alpine zone. This zone is about 3500 meters altitude at which the height of the plant is greatly reduced. So going to the higher altitudes, the oxygen level decreases, temperature decreases, plant vegetation also greatly reduced. The dominant plant species are Primula, Delphinium, Polygonum and Saxifraga. So there are three zones we have seen in the Western Himalayas, submountain zone, mountain zone, alpine zone. Coming to the Eastern Himalayas. The Eastern Himalayas consists of Sikkim and to the east up to NEFA region. This region can be divided into three zones according to their altitude. Submountain region. This zone is typically tropical with dense forests of Shorea robusta due to warm and humid conditions. It extends from the plains at the foot of the hill ranges to about 1800 meters altitude. The dominant plant species are Dalbergia sissu, Acacia catechu, Anthocephalus kadamba, Albizia procera, and Michaelia champaka. So in eastern Himalayas also up to 1800 meters, the region is submountain region where the conditions are very warm and humid conditions. The main dominant plant species here are Dalbergia sissu, Acacia catechu, Anthocephalus kadamba, Albizia procera, and Michaelia champaka. Next, above the submountain region, we can see the temperate zone. This zone ranges between 1800 to 3800 meters altitude. The dominant plant species are Quercus, Michaelia, Juniper, Picea, Suga. So these are the main plants. So from the base to up to 1800 meters, that is the submountain region. So above 1800 meters up to 3800 meters, it is temperate zone. So above the temperate zone, we are having this alpine zone. So alpine zone is above 3800 meters altitude. So here also plant growth is less. Shrubby growth of juniperus, rhododendron are found in grassy areas. So this is about the eastern Himalayas. We can compare the main vegetation of western Himalayas one side and eastern Himalayas one side. In this photograph, we can see altitude from the sea level and vegetation comparatively according to the that zone, we can find the plant species which are dominant in that area. Third one, The West Indian deserts, part of Punjab, Rajasthan, Kutch, Delhi, and part of Gujarat comprise this vegetational province. The climate is hot and dry in summer. In Western Indian deserts, the climate is hot and dry and cold in winter with low rainfall, usually less than 70 centimeters. So here the rainfall is very less, less than 70 centimeters also. The shrubby species of the zone are xeric such as Acacia, Arabica, Prosopis, Spicigera, Capparis ephylla and Gigipus numularia. So these are the main plant species that grow in this region. So the Western Indian deserts are situated in Punjab, Rajasthan, Kutch, Delhi, part of Gujarat. So here climate is hot and dry in summer, cold in winter. Rainfall is less than 70 centimeters. The majority of the plant species are like xeric species, Acacia arabica, Prosopis spicigera, Capparis ephylla and Gigipus numularia like species grow here. Fourth one, Gangetic Plain. This is one of the most fertile tract of land extending from the western Uttar Pradesh to Bihar and Bengal. Dalbergia species and Acacia species grow along the river bank. So, the common trees are Butea monosperma, Terminalia arjuna, Maduka, Indica, and Emblica officinalis with shrubby growth of Gg+. So, the Gangetic Plain is mostly extending from the western Uttar Pradesh to Bihar and Bengal. This is very fertile region where we can see the cultivations like wheat, sugarcane, like that. Okay, here the Dalbergia species and Acacia species mostly they grow along the river bank, and common trees are Butea monosperma, Terminalia arjuna, Maduka indica and Emblica officinalis. Shrubby growth like Gg+ plant species also grow in this region. This is about the Gangetic Plain. 51. Assam. The botanical province receives the heaviest rainfall, Cherrapunji, 1000 centimeters rainfall region, very heaviest rainfall we can see in this region. The important forest trees of Assam are the evergreen, tall, Dipterocarpus, Macrocarpus, Michaelia, Champaka, Shoria, Robusta, and Artocarpus chaplasha. So these are the different plant species that are growing in this region. So Assam is the region where we can see the very high rainfall and many important forest trees grow here. This is the evergreen forest area with plant species like Dipterocarpus, Macrocarpus, Michaelia champaka, Shoria robusta, Artocarpus like plant species grow here. Central India. Central India, this region comprises of Madhya Pradesh, part of Orissa and Gujarat. The forest vegetation is commonly dominated by Diospyros melanoxylon, Butea monosperma, Terminalia tomentosa and Tectona grandis. So Central India, in the last photograph also, we have seen these geographical regions of India. The Central India part is mainly comprises of Madhya Pradesh, part of Orissa and Gujarat. Here forest vegetation is commonly seen. This vegetation is dominated by the Diospyros melanoxylon, Butea monosperma, also called as flame of the forest, Terminalia tomentosa, and Tectona grandis. So these are the main dominant species that are growing in the central India region. Next, coming to the Malabar region. So Malabar region, this region comprises of western coast of India, extending from Gujarat in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. So in the photograph of India, we can see this Malabar region, which is extended from the Gujarat to Kanyakumari. So the region receives heavy rainfall. There are different types of plant vegetation we can see here. First one, tropical moist evergreen forests are seen where the heaviest rainfall we can see, and many plant species grow here. Cedrilla tuna like species mostly grow here. Mixed deciduous forests. So in a deciduous forest we can see the falling of leaves mostly, and plants like Dalbergia latifolia um, plant species grow here. Subtropical or temperate evergreen forests. So here the temperature is low, and Michaelia Neelagirica like plants here grow here. The mangrove forests also see here. So these are the different types of regions that are present in the Malabar region. Tropical moist evergreen forest, mixed deciduous forest, subtropical or temperate evergreen forest, and finally the mangrove forest. Because mangrove plants are mostly seen when the rivers mix with the ocean water. So, Rhizophora avicennia like plants we can see in this region. So, overall the dominant plant species are Dipterocarpus indicus, Cedrilla tuna, Tectona grandis, Dalbergia latifolia, Michaelia Neelagirica, and bamboos like Dendrocalamus strictus. So, this is about the Malabar region. The Deccan region. The region is comparatively drier with rainfall of about 100 centimeters. The common plant species are Tectona grandis, Hardwickia pinnata, Santalum album, Capparis, Phyllanthus, and Borassus flabellifer. So these are of different plant species we can see here. So the Deccan region is dry because of high temperature. We can see the dry conditions here with a rainfall of about 100 centimeters. The most common plant species are Tectona grandis, Hardwickia pinnata, Santalum album, Capparis, Phyllanthus, and Borassus flabellifer. And finally, the Andaman Nicobar regions are present in the Bay of Bengal. The important plant species of the Andaman group of islands are Rhizophora, Mimosauros, Calophyllum, Dipterocarpus, Lagerstroemia, and Terminalia. So, Andaman Nicobar Islands. So, they are present in Bay of Bengal. That's why we can see the Rhizophora like mangrove plants and other plants, Calophyllum, Dipterocarpus, Lagerstroemia, and Terminalia. So, these are different phytogeographical regions of India. So in India there are 9 phytogeographical regions. So this is about the phytogeographical regions of India. Thank you very much for listening of this class.